Alright, I'm here. I just wanted to know what that would look like. Hello, Tynan. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot the chat. Oh, stupid. Okay, there we go. Yeah, when I remember. So here's the deal. Here's the situation. I messaged that I was planning on streaming, and then I ate, and while I was eating, I was watching something, and then while I was watching something, I clicked on a YouTube short, and then an hour passed. Then after that, what did I do? I don't even know. I'll tell you what I was doing for the past half an hour. I was trying to, I don't know, I was feeling physically weird, so I was trying to reset. I had trail mix, some water. Oh, nah. They're not toxic at all, but that's the problem, right? My YouTube shorts are peak. They're hilarious. But that's the problem. No, we're not drawing anything. At least I don't think so. Not right now, at least. Is my category still art? No, okay, it did change. Alright. Alright, we're gonna be taking a look at the gold prompts. Alright, let's take a look at this. I feel like I have the best chance for this week, which is Metamorphosis. I don't know. I kind of hang out in this space anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so as I was hoping for, I remember that the idea that I wanted to write the most was an idea for something like exploring how do the evolutions of a knight differ based on what culture they grow up in, right? So if you have a knight with the same affinity, say they're like a dog, This is the example that my friend used. If you have like a dog knight that grows up in either with knights, with Valkyr, or with elves, what would they look like? The Valkyr one would definitely look more like a wolf. The knight one would probably be like a golden retriever, or oh god. Oh my god, we're getting raided. Oh, I can't hear the music. Can you hear the music? Did it play an alert? Well, I see in the OBS window you're definitely seeing pictures. I don't know if you can hear it though. Okay, sick. Nice. You heard the funny Sonic Unleashed music. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream. Where was I? Oh yeah. I wanted to see if I could fit that idea into one of these prompts, right? And I feel like the closest match is this, like ethnicity. And I feel like that's I feel like that's the word that describes what I'm describing. A what? An animal celebrity? Oh. Okay. Yeah, that could also work. I see the species article is sponsored by Mochi. That's very in character. I know out of anything, I gotta do this because and hear me out here. There's a chance that if I were to write a banger species and I win this category right here, I can get Mochi to make Sonic art, and I think that'd be really funny. Now, I'd never be one to write like formations or military conflicts because that's just not my realm of expertise, right? But I feel like a formation known for its adaptability, like that's like, say you come up with something and you're confident, right? Like, oh, this formation right here is peak. Like, we'll be able to adapt to anything. You know, the enemy's not gonna know what to do. And then someone who knows about like formations, like someone who knows about that reads your article and goes, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I feel like I wouldn't be able to live it down. This I can definitely do. Yeah, that seems right up your alley. So yeah, I just feel like I can fit that idea here. Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right. An adventuring party is literally a formation. When I hear like formation, I see in my mind's eye, all right, I have a 3D model and I'm rotating it in my brain. What I see is like 300, like just a bunch of soldiers. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay. I should probably look up the definition of ethnicity. I don't want the AI. Okay. All right. This is the word that describes it. So I know my idea fits into this category. I know it fits into the category. So we have that. But does it fit the prompt? And I think that's what we have to fiddle around with it. So for the raiders, here's what we're working with, okay? For a while now, I've wanted to make an article for Knights, another one of those sub articles, exploring how affinities are affected based on the culture that the knight grows up in, right? And if you don't know, I'll take you on a tour here. Knights are my favorite child. And basically their deal, all right, usually they look like this, but when they're young, usually they discover something that becomes their greatest passion. And once they do that, as they grow up, their bodies will evolve to mirror that passion. Like this one's literally made of fire. And there are 3 types based on what the affinity is, how it ends up like evolve in the night. You got craft knights. This one's a forge. You got bunny. This one's a animal. You got skull. This one's dead. So what the idea that I've had for a while is how the culture affects it, right? If you have a dog knight and you raised a dog knight among knights, among Valkyr, or among elves, what would the differences be? And I think it's a neat thing to explore. I think the one growing up around the knights would definitely be like golden retriever energy. The one growing up around Valkyr would probably be like a wolf. And the one growing up around elves would be a shit. I don't know. It's not perfect. I don't have a perfect example for all of them. I know I can do something with this one. I also have themes of celestial bodies. Yeah, that would work. Like what like breed of dog would be particularly elf-like? Oh wait. I should probably also show you. Okay. Okay, so these are elves. They're closer to Dragonborn than they are to elves. Here's the best art right here. This is an elf. I took Dragonborn and then I made them look like elves and then I made them Japanese. Oh, you're so right. Or maybe straight up like something that can hunt. Right? Like a Valkyr, like a dog knight growing up around Valkyr would probably be very wolf-like because it would be raised in the cold, right? But a dog knight raised among elves, that's just like, it would turn into like a hunting dog. Either a hunting dog or just extremely chill. Either or. Alright, we're getting too into the details. Oh my god, it keeps happening. It keeps happening. I write a thing and then it becomes a prompt like 2 months later. I need to remind myself which one this is. Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, this one. This one. That's perfect, actually. And they'd have like... They'd be covered in like what's the word? Ornaments, decorations, flowers. I'm like leaves. Thinking something. They'd be wearing a lot of accessories. All right, I'll make the article. What do I name this? What is it named in my notes? Got it. All right. I think that works for now. What happened? Okay. I just put placeholder stuff because I have the same format for everything I do. Yeah, I think I can put a picture in this one. So oh god. Oh, wait, what's what's happening? Okay. I don't use this editor. Okay, alright, it did the thing again. Alright, I'm going to leave it. And I can't open it in new tab. Alright. Okay. Thanks for stopping by anyway. Is is location a different prompt from geography? It is, right? I think it has a different... Like, could I make another Monster Hunter style locale for this, or is this like... I feel like this is more specific. I think geography is its own prompt. And again, I haven't seen geography here. Well, I'll click on it. I'll look at the examples to see what kind of space we're working in. Okay, yeah. All right. This is not Monster Hunter locale. This is location. Got it. Oh my! This is just this is a dungeon. Damn, all the... I've already written all of these. I gotta do it again. Oh, brother. Okay. A settlement that has been rebuilt several times. This I can do. I can do this. And I can make it about Valkyr. I can finally give Valkyr some lore. Alright. Because that just feels natural. You know, if the North is really as bad as I describe it, then there's gotta be a settlement that has been destroyed over and over and over again. Yeah, I see. All right, I need a Valkyr sounding settlement name. Thinking these are villages. There's not many like big settlements in the north because it's so hard to live there. Talheim sounds like a big city. It has the vibes. It's the Heim. Heim sounds like significant. So it does. What's the Tau part? Your weirdness place? I know you're just saying you yeah. And so Heim literally means place. I'll have to make a note of that. Well, I think that's the location that we saw earlier. Okay. Let's look. Viking village name. Z. There, so now we can get the vibe. No thanks, AI. I'd rather take the based random generator. Hornet Vestra. Okay. Okay, buddy. Alright. You see, the strat here is to take parts from all the words and make something like coherent. Unless you're me, like, oh god, 10 years ago, when I came up with the name Honoren, that I literally I just took it. I made meaning for it later on. It means something now. Oh, brother. Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna hit him with the coup de grace. Skyrim village names. Okay. Give me the names. Okay, so these are just the big ones. No, they're not. No, I'm dumb. Okay, settlements. Really? I thought there were more. Like a lot more. I guess that's fair. Alright, this is complicated things. Surely I got a word here. Okay. There we go. Oh, now that works. How is it pronounced? Is it B or by? I'm assuming B, because it's a suffix. When we were looking at the name generators, I was feeling something with mule, you know, the MJO, mule. That is true. But I'd also like to learn things. Muleby? Is that it? Is that something? Is that something? What are we thinking? What are we thinking, boys? Muleby. That sounds like a Muleby. That definitely sounds like an underdog. You know, that sounds like a little guy. Muleby. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this works. Hello, welcome back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, that has the vibes. That has the vibes of the village equivalent of a little guy. Okay. Alright, what else? Okay, I think I know what we can do for this. An ever-changing location that requires its inhabitants to adapt. In general, this would describe a dungeon. Like my dungeon specifically. But I have established that dungeons can be locked in. It doesn't always have to be random. So maybe it can be a famous dungeon. And it's not ever changing because it's a dungeon. Maybe it's known for that. Maybe it's a dungeon that changes as you're inside it. Now hold on. Okay. 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 Then this would be a... Let me see. I gave them, like, difficulties. What did I name them? Oh yeah, that time I made speedrun in canon. Yeah, it's legend. Okay. I know we can come up with a cool name here. This is a famous dungeon. It's locked in. It's not randomized. It means flower? So like so flower farmstead, that's what that works. Yeah, that does work actually. Maybe that's why they have to keep being rebuilt, because maybe they're really good at planting and farming wheat, and they keep getting raided. That's something. Yeah, that is true. I tend to shy away from topics like that, but I feel like for Valkyr, it's kind of unavoidable. I've made the environment in which I have to describe things like this. What do you mean? What do you mean celestial stuff? Okay. I had to check on OBS if you could actually see this pop-up for making an article. It'd be so embarrassing if this pop-up didn't show up, because they usually don't, because I have It's on window capture, right? I know there's a cool name for this dungeon. Alright, here's the deal. Here's the sauce. Here's what we're working with, okay? So this is what my dungeons are. So you see this gate? Sometimes these gates show up. They just kind of show up. They pop into existence. You can make them. You can make like personal dungeons. You can make you can make your own. But these also just show up. And what happens is if you go inside the gate, you get put in a dungeon, right? You get put in a randomly generated dungeon, and you gotta go through it. It's like a pocket, it's like a pocket world. Now it doesn't always have to be the dungeon aesthetic. It just has to be dungeon-like, which gives me the freedom to design a bunch of cool dungeons, like one in a forest, or maybe there's a big like city with tightly packed buildings. That could be a dungeon. There could be I still really like the idea of a tower dungeon where you have to go up. There's important lore. There's important lore. Oh yeah, I even labeled it important lore.
There will be a ton of loot.
Okay. So the important lore is that if you go in, say you're going in with a friend, you got a party member and you go in, both of you will end up in different dungeons. It's randomized at the point of entry. But if you want to stay together, you get yourself an anchor, all right? And this is an enchanted object, preferably something simple like a pendant or ring that each member of the adventuring party has a copy of, all right? And for parties that like make their living off of adventuring into dungeons, you can do I imagine you can do a bunch of cool shit to your anchor. You can probably have one that gives you like a spectral image. I use the word spectral because hologram is not fantasy. Of like the map that maps the area for you, I'd imagine. And these, based on the runes on this on this gate here, you can determine the tier of difficulty. And random encounter, this is just the stuff that pops up randomly and then will also disappear just as randomly. Quests, these are standard. Adventures, this is what you think of when you think dungeon. And then legend, this is a raid. Like you want it's recommended you bring multiple parties. This is a raid. Like full on Destiny 2. I was still playing Destiny 2 as I was writing this. And also Enter the Gungeon. And also Moonlighter. That is the name, right? Moonlighter? It's Moonlighter. Yes, it's Moonlighter. This game is peak. You go into a dungeon to get loot, but you're also a merchant, so you sell that loot. And you just kind of you just kind of be a merchant that also gets his own wares. All right. So I'm thinking, if this is a dungeon and it's known for changing, but it hasn't gone away. First off, if it's a dungeon that's like known, that means it's probably a permanent one. Because if it gets to the point where people know about it and there's stories and stuff, then enough people have gone through for it to be notable. And I'm thinking this is a legend dungeon. This is a raid. So I know there's a cool name here. Cool dungeon names. Got them. And then I just get linked to fantasy name generators. You love to see it. Okay. Do I want it to be tombs? Probably not. It's ever changing. We gotta keep that in mind. Usually you go in, it's randomized, but you go in and that's the dungeon you go through, right? But the idea here is that even while you're in it, it's changing. I know I want the name to be something like blank of the blank. I know I want something like that. Oh my god, it's a maze. It's a maze. It's a maze. 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 It's a maze that shifts. The walls, they move. The walls. It's in the walls, they move. Maze of the maze of the maze. What would have a maze? What would have? I'm thinking if it's a legend, then it's got to be someone's. There's got to be an owner. This thing has a lich. Okay, maze of the maze of the do I want to end it with lich? Maze of the maze of the maze. Do I want it to be maze of the? Yes, I do. The maze. Maze of. Do I want the? Maze of. Like Tomb of Horrors. Maze of maze maze of lost maze lost. Oh god. Maze of lost souls. Maze of lost souls? Is that something? It's a big maze. It's a raid difficulty. It's a big maze and it's shifting. The walls move. They're in the walls. They move. The walls move. And if you don't like clear it, if you don't get out, you get lost in the maze. And if you're lost in the maze, then you're like a lost soul. And you're lost. Nah, that's kind of much. It's kind of extra. Okay. The silence is deafening. All right, what do we want? Give me Spagonia. Where's Spagonia? Here we go. Alright. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe I do want a dungeon name that starts with the. The Shifting Maze. Oh, now here we go. Okay. The Shifting Maze. The Shifting Maze. Yeah. And then we got that Slay the Princess reference too. Okay. We're all right. We might be cooking. Okay. Yeah. You know, I'll put something there. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. A job many people aspire to, but few achieve. How funny would it be if after all the shit that I've written, this is like adventurer? How do you define achieve? I feel like for adventurers, achieving is like not dying. I know I can probably do something here for a transformation caused by a celestial body. I dabble in the celestial a lot. That's like the whole thing. That's where magic comes from. Basically, okay, here's the sauce. You know nebulas? I'm not going to say nebulae. You know nebulas? These things, these space things, right? So the world is at the moment, at the current moment, it is surrounded by 5 of these, and they're like the souls. They're the souls of the five dragons, elder dragons. And basically, that's where magic comes from. Magic comes from the stars. Magic comes from it. My explanation is that nebulas are like clouds of pure magic. And Honoran's got these rings. Okay, they got these rings, and the rings are made of runestone. And also, the world itself is filled with runestone, obviously. So what happens is, you know, if you have this rock that's really good at absorbing magic, and you put it right dead center in a big cloud of pure magic, the magic will get siphoned into that into that rock, and that's why we have magic. So I definitely dabble in the celestial a lot, even past that. I don't know about a transformation though. I'll have to think on that. Okay, I know I can come up with something here. A species. I'll write one of my Calico articles. Let's see. I got a page in my notes here that's just flora and fauna. And I know I want to do something insectoid. This could be a chance to... Oh, wait. This could be my chance to do dreadnoughts. But do dreadnoughts go through a metamorphosis? Do I want to make them that? Well, I've already given them like every other bug thing that's like terrifying, right? Let me see. I'm gonna look at a picture of an Umber Hulk and I'm just gonna go off of vibes. Does this thing look like it metamorphosizes in its life cycle? Now we're definitely going more bug-like. Maybe. Does every bug do that, or is it just specific ones like butterflies? What if it's just specific ones and the only reason my mind immediately goes to like bugs is because of Pokemon? It's like the thing with the hummingbird and oh god. Wait, no, I know the name. It the pig with the spring and the ball, and if it stops bouncing it dies. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, is this an Umber Hulk made out of Lego? Oh, that's cool. It's real cool. Okay. What about hunters from Halo? Do these things look like they metamorphosize? Oh, by the way, for those who don't know the lore, hunters are not like one thing. You see the texture here, like they're all wrinkly? It's actually a mass. You see, hunters are colonies that are given armor and weapons. Like these are a bunch of little things. At least I'm pretty sure. Okay. Well, maybe I do have them metamorphosize. It would finally give me incentive to write them. And I wanted to do that for a while, and I wanted to do it specifically for summer camp. Okay. I'm pretty sure I already have an article for them. Yes, I do. I might have to reset this stuff though. How do I do that? Oh god. When was this made? Oh, it was made December. I thought the button to reset the stub would be here. Oh, okay. Alright, it's still eligible. Okay. So what do we have? What do we have so far? We got the village. We got the dungeon. We got the Night supplemental. We got the species. That's good for now. Alright, I am going to go to the bathroom. Alright. Need to check something real quick. Okay. So here's the plan, at least for now. We're gonna write notes. We're just gonna start with notes. I'll start with the easiest. It's keyboard ASMR time. I'm in my head, I'm thinking of any possible compositions that I can do for the art. I feel like I want to do cool art for this. Maybe just a square? That's why I'm trying to visualize it. I want to know what the shape, the general shape of maybe, no, this might be much. I don't know. What about this? Too tall. Too taller. Yeah. No, that's too much. What about this? This is just a square. This works. Okay, so this is the article about night affinities. Okay. And how did I format supplementals like this? I've done it before. Right here. These type care. Okay, so I got the quote, I got the intro, and then okay, and then the line, and then the sections. Got it. And justify, indent. Just in case we have extra text below. And I'm assuming that it is break line, line, break line. I can check. Yep. I'm so consistent. And then this one is gonna need three columns, I think. And I've done the triple one before. How did I format this in Lichdom? Okay, no. Nah, this is just like an aside. If this is the main point, well, if it's the main point, maybe we should give them each their own section. Yeah. Perhaps. And I gotta press the buttons for the headers because I know it's gonna change my little guy. Alright, we'll start with the most familiar and then we'll go down. Alright, do I like how this looks? I'm not sure. I think maybe I want to give them like actual subtitles instead of just Knights, Elves, and Valkyr. I think subtitles are in order. What was I doing? Yes, breadcrumbs, that's what I was doing. Yep. And then because it's a supplemental, what did I do for beast types? Yeah, I had a primer for beast types. You know, just in case if for some reason you read beast type lore before reading Knights, or if you just need a refresher. Okay, then I guess for this you'd need like a primer of just affinities in general? Probably. Just the basic rundown. Okay. Or maybe just just affinity. Oh, you know what? So I don't keep going back and forth. I'll start with Knight articles, and then at the bottom here. There we go. Oh god, what was I looking for? Shit, I was looking for something specific. Oh. The formatting. I was looking for the formatting. Okay, they're indented. Is it rundown of or rundown on? Put a basic rundown of affinities. Put a basic rundown on affinities. Put it of. Write about affinities, basically. And then at the end here, we need the article block. Up here. Okay. Oh god. Oh god, I pressed something on accident. Okay. Alright, what does this look like? Okay, the break line was too much. Yep, that works. Oh yes, we also need the sidebar. There we go. Alright, what do I want? That's my banner. What do we have for knights? What do we got? And maybe we'll just use this one for supplementals in general. Oh, wait, I gotta type the name. There we go. What does the prompt say? What's the wording? Nah, actually, now that I think about it, a subculture that appears due to social changes, that's not, no, this doesn't fit. Nah, this doesn't fit. It fits the category, but it doesn't fit the prompt. Nah, this ain't it. I'll give it an icon, and then I'll shelve it. So what do I have for beast type? Care. A shield with a heart. Damn, this is taking a minute. Surely it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm streaming. Okay. Alright, what do we got? What do we got with hearts in them? We could go with shield heart again. I feel like this fits. This just fits. So I think we'll go with that. Shield heart. Okay. And we need to put it under knights. There we go. Oh my god, it's doing the thing. I hate when it does this. I wish the icon was included with the name, at least visually, so that if the name goes down, the icon goes down with it. Okay, well, we have our notes, but it doesn't fit the prompt, so we're gonna shelve that. It will be written. That's an idea I'm really excited for. Okay. So what else do we have? We got Muleby. And we got... What do we got? Oh yeah, the shifting maze. Oh, I already have an idea for the quote. One of my... I'll tell you why this excited me so much. One of my favorite books ever. I remember reading it in 8th grade. It was The Maze Runner. You know, when the whole like... What's it referred to as? The post-apocalypse genre, young adult fiction. And I remember loving The Maze Runner. And you see, The Maze Runner starts with, if I remember correctly, because it's been, God, it's been a long time. It starts with it starts with a bit of prose that describes, you know, how if you're in a maze, if you just like put your hand along a wall and just keep walking, you'll eventually solve it. You know, like if you constantly turn left, if you will. I'm thinking maybe prose excerpt from adventure perspective. Who enters the maze super confident. I think he's confident. And immediately lays his hand on the wall, saying that if he just keeps turning along with that wall, he'll eventually solve the maze and get back into the no. Nah, that's pretty much. We'll eventually solve the maze. After oh god, my throat's dry. After the first two turns, he knows he should have looped back. Wait, after the first few turns into a dead end, he knows he should have looped back. But where an entryway is now a solid wall. Prose excerpt from Adventurer Perspective, who enters the maze super confident and immediately lays his hand on the wall, saying that if he just keeps turning along with that wall, he'll eventually solve the maze. After the first few turns into a dead end, he knows he should have looped back, but where an entryway stood not 5 minutes ago is now a solid wall. And the excerpt ends like that. Bro is cooked. Me when I enter the shifting maze and then the maze shifts. Oh god. And then here I'll just reuse the dungeon image because it's relevant. And I might even put this under the dungeons article. Or no, I put this in other. Yep. Dungeon icon. There we go. I'll wait on this before I decide if we want the moving sidebar. Okay, what do I want for this? Solid wall. Sure, let's go with this. And then we already know what's gonna... Yep. Or no, maybe. Hold on. Is there a maze icon? Not corn, not maze. I mean maze. Oh, brother. Okay. Dungeon. Wall. What kind of structures do we got? What about castle? Nah. Okay, we'll stick with dungeon. And then as per usual, bonus lore. Okay, I'm thinking this is the dungeon of a lich. So, the shifting maze is a simulacrum. Meaning, the fact that this takes the form of a maze that is constantly shifting and you can't plan it out, you can't map it, you can't record it. In some way that has to reflect off of the lich's tragic flaw, because that's how I've written them. And I feel like this is a layup, but I'd have to think about it. I should bold this. Okay. It's a legendary dungeon. I'm thinking. No. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Okay, this is the section where we talk about how it's a lich simulacrum, or maybe it's rumored to be. Nah, it is. Here we talk about the shifting walls. Oh, wait. Oh. Actually, I'll put justify here, and then there we go. And then do that, and then we'll have a third section. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. Maybe this paragraph can be about raiding the place. Well, if this is a famous dungeon, but it's also a lich simulacrum, then that means no one has ever cleared it. No one's ever beaten the lich. So this lich is like powerful. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up reusing this for a future adventure. I'd imagine maybe people have escaped. You know, not everyone who goes in there has died. But no one who has gone in there has beaten the Lich, because if they did, then, you know, you wouldn't still be able to go here. It would disappear along with them. Along with the Lich. This is a Destiny raid. That's all the notes I need for that section. Oh, they brought back the Save Changes button. Nice. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This works. Alright, the notes for that are written. Now we have Muleby. Do I still like that name? Muleby. Muleby. Does Muleby sound like the name of a little village? Or does it sound like the name of a little guy? Muleby. Muleby. I gotta imagine it in the context of like conversation. Okay, I'm walking down a trail. It's snowing because I'm in the north. And I come across a guy and I'm like, hey, where's the nearest settlement? And he's like, oh yeah, you just keep going down the path, you'll get to Muleby in a little bit. It's small little village, you can't miss it, you know. That feels natural. Yeah, okay, we can go with that, yeah. This doesn't really need a picture on the side. We can just go in. Okay. I do remember when Tynan wrote it in chat, it was with 2 L's, and also the O had dots on it. I should look it up. Okay, hello. Alright, so Mule can be a name. I should make a note of that. Because I do like it. Mule. Alright. Okay, what do we got? We'll go with meaning. Holy shit. Mule is a feminine name that means grinding or pulverizing. That's fucking sick. That's kind of based. Okay, but it also means fresh powdery snow. Here's another one for fresh powdery snow. Damn, was I given misinformation? I was really hoping for the grinding and pulverizing. Oh, the hammer name is also spelled with a double L. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna put the dots above the O. I don't think I should. That seems irresponsible. Okay, well, do I like the look of the name more if it has two L's? Muleby. 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 Yeah. Okay, that works. This is a small village. Somewhere... Not up. No, wait, no. Not of. Up. Somewhere up north. I'm not mapping these out. I am not coming up with the location of these places. Yeah, no, absolutely not. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere. It's definitely somewhere. I can tell you that much. It's up there. Okay, what was the prompt specifically? Rebuilt. With a history of trials and tribulations. You know, I don't actually know what the word tribulations means. That checks out. Okay. That's a bar. Okay, that kind of goes hard. Okay. It's a small village somewhere up north with a history of trials and tribulations and a longer history of building itself back up. Does that make sense? Or does that just sound good to me? No, this makes sense. Yeah. Longer history of building itself back up. Because that's just like you fall down 5 times, you get up 6. Yeah. Do I want to list every single like thing that has happened, or do I just want to give the vibes? Do I want to specify it, or do I want to... No, wait, no. You know what we can do? Okay. Okay, row Okay, here we have basic info. Okay, here we have okay. This section is the village. This section's about the village. And then let's justify that. Okay. You know, a little bit about the village and what it's like. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's grammatically correct. It's like to live there. And then in the second column, we have history of bullshit. Okay. Here, we're just going to describe the vibes. We're just gonna give a rundown. This village has gone through many hardships and what's the word? There's a word for this, I know there is. Alright, I don't care enough. It has continuously built itself back up. Here we just have the vibes of, okay, so this is a village that goes through a lot very frequently. Right. In the sidebar, however, after I write breadcrumbs, here we put bonus lore, and then here's what we do. H2. We start explaining, because it's bonus lore, right? We can just come up with a few examples of what has happened to this village. So what are some things that could happen? Okay, I think a raid is natural. I think that's the expected. Then I'd like there to be one that is unexpected. I don't think I want to make it like funny unexpected. I think I just want it to be like unexpected. Maybe maybe there was a big monster. Yeah, there was a big beast. And it came through and it like fucked them up. Okay, new music. Ooh. Do I want Planet Wisp? Maybe. Maybe I want Planet Wisp. I think I do want Planet Wisp. Okay. Okay. We put a break line. And then this is just the plot to Monster Hunter, right? We got this small village. There's this specific monster that's like causing problems, and then we have a whole campaign that leads up to that monster. But it turns out that monster wasn't causing the problems. It was actually a natural consequence of this other monster that is genuinely fucking up the ecosystem. I feel like there's a whole thing to be had here. This could be an adventure. This could be a adventure module. You know, because that's the only type of quest I know how to write. The Monster Hunter ones. Okay, I think a third is in order, and then we'll be good. I know there's something here. It really depends on your definition of rebuilt, you know. The prompt specifically says rebuilt. This could mean actual, like, rebuilding, like the buildings. But this could also mean, like, you know, in the metaphorical sense. So maybe one of them is like, maybe one of them is about rebuilding trust. That's something. That's definitely relevant for Valkyr. Their whole thing is community. Okay. We'll jot down betrayal and see if anything comes from that later. Okay. Nope. I'm too used to having the article next to it and not just like the editing tab. Oh wait, I forgot the banner. Okay, but this is easy. This one is easy. This one's light work. Night Sky Banner, my beloved. The Night Sky Banner is my equivalent of like the, oh honey, it's time to be used in another World Anvil article that has nothing to do with nighttime. Yes, dear. Alright, just give me a house. What do we got? I like house window. Or maybe house tree? What do we have with, what do we have for snow? Okay. Does anything show up if I type village? No. Okay. Home. Maybe an igloo? Nah. Maybe house heart? Yeah. Yeah. I see the vision. Oh god, was it house heart or heart house? Okay. I know what I want the subheading for this one to be. Absolute classic. Wait, I can spin it in a way that fits my world. But these were the Valkyr. No, this is quote. This is for quote. Hold on. If they fail 5 times, they'd get up 6. Because this is a motif in how I write Valkyr. It became one after I wrote their article. Oh, did I never put an excerpt for Naroja? Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, brother. When I do eventually give Valkyr their update, I do wanna... I really wanna rewrite this poem. I was fighting for my life trying to write this in a way that, like, in a way that justified this line being used, because this motif here, this written motif, is literally the entire point of Valkyr. They survive, they thrive in spite of everything. So the motif is, but they were the Valkyr. What was I doing? Oh god, I forgot what I was doing. Right. But they were the Valkyr. So I'm thinking this starts with prose about... Or should this be about Muleby specifically, or just like the general idea of how villages don't like often survive very long in the north? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, that's embarrassing. I put the S. Oh god. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. Oh, I know what I want for the subheading. Despite it all, they persist. One of my favorite things to write. Oh god, is it a preposition? No, not, no. Word. Okay, it's not. Alright. So we do capitalize this. Is they a preposition? Probably not, because it's a pronoun. Yeah. If you ever, if you're wondering why I care, if you're ever writing a title and you want to like capitalize all the words, but you're like, is this word supposed to be capitalized? If it's a preposition, no. That's a good rule of thumb. If it's not a preposition, then capitalize it, and it'll immediately like look right. Okay, and what category? Probably. Well, what do I have? Civilization. Shit. Landmarks is more like small locations. I should really think this through more. Outside the category, we have Stonewood. So this is the big civilizations. So probably just like Stonewood, Wolfhelm, and Yasodun. Maybe I should make another category for like small settlements. Oh god. Because this is going to be the first other settlement I write that isn't Stonewood. That's going to be weird. It's just like a filler Valkyr village. And not like... Nah, I was going to say anything important, but that's mean. That feels mean to them. I don't want to be mean. They're going through enough. Is there a word for just the, like, is there a word for like if you wanted to make a category that's all like small places, like villages, towns, hovels, all that, like a all encompassing that I could make as the category that also sounds good. Because I'd also have to put Little Keep in there too. Word for describing small civilizations. Maybe civilization is too much. Small. What's the word? Small. Oh. Okay. Well, clearly the first step is finding a cinnamon. Cinnamon. We gotta find a cinnamon. We gotta find a cinnamon for civilization. Because civilization is too big. We need... Oh, you got me fucked. These are not... Oh my god. What do you mean, as in lifestyle? Oh my god. This is one of those positions I hate being in, because I don't know, I don't even know how to word the question. It's bad enough that I don't know the word to describe what I'm thinking, but I don't even know how to word, how to ask, how to find the word to describe. I don't know what I need to type in order to find the answer to this. There's gotta be. There's gotta be a word that just describes the idea of like a small town or a small village, right? The way I use civilization is like, well, you can literally see it in the categories. There's wilderness. This is just the outside world, and then there's civilization. If you're out and about on the trail, you're in the wild, you're in the world, and then you stumble upon a village, civilization. It's where all the people are. Groups of people. But I know that typing groups of people is not going to give me like something that works for villages and towns. I guess organization. No, but that sounds like it's like a oh god, I don't even know the word to describe that. Like an organization. What is an organization? Maybe just society. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna go word for word. I want a collective, all-encompassing. I'm realizing now that settlement might be what I'm thinking of, and that I'm now gonna look for another word that isn't settlement so that I don't have to admit that it was probably settlement, because that would be embarrassing. man, it was probably settlement. That's embarrassing. Oh, brother. Oh, God. What was it? Why did I do any of this? Right. Right, okay. I need a new category. I need a category in civilization, and I'll just name it settlement. Settlements. Okay. There we go. And then let's put, oh God. We'll put Dawn Grove in settlements. And then we gotta give this an icon. Okay, what do we want for icon? No, that's too modern. Okay. I'm assuming I already used house turret for... Yeah, okay. Alright, then just house. Just a house. Oh no. House tree, implying that it is a house, right? But it's out in the, it's out like in the world, right? It's not like a big city. It's like a small place, and it's like next to the forest or something. Okay, that works. That was totally coherent. Okay, peak. And now we refresh this. And we put this in settlements. All that. For just to do the thing again where it doesn't. Oh my God. Oh. 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 Oh my God. I'm about to crash out. There's gotta be like some CSS mumbo jumbo that I can do to just connect these. To just connect these so that if the word goes to the next line, the icon it's a part of also goes to that line. I need it. But this works. Okay, we have our notes here too. Okay. Now this one will be interesting because these, you see, dreadnoughts come from my version of the Underdark, and it's like a pocket realm, right? You can't normally go there. I'd imagine, maybe you can. Just like how you can make your own dungeon, maybe you can make your own entryway into... What did I call it? I called it something. I gave it a name. I think I called it the Winding Abyss. Okay, what about recent? Yeah, I called it the Winding Abyss. But basically, it comes from a little, not necessarily dimension. Oh god, wait. Saying that just like unlocked a fragment of a memory that I had about Pocket Realms. I should write that down. Because I'm still dealing with that. I'm still dealing with the forgotten ideas. Because I listened. I listened to the siren song. Oh, you'll definitely remember this. It's such a good idea. How could you possibly forget it? Why would you have to write it down? Don't write it down. That might have actually just unlocked the full idea. But we won't get our hopes up. We're not going to be doing Pocket Realms this summer camp. I've made up my mind. It's too important, it's too big. I gotta like make that when I can dedicate time to it without like a, I don't know what I was gonna say, without without pressure. Why did I even start talking about? Oh, yeah. Because it comes from a pocket world, and I don't know if they've moved out into the real world. Basically, do I write this in Calico's perspective as usual, and then put it in Ranger's Guide to Beasts and Wildlife? Has Calico fought this thing before? Maybe it's extremely rare to encounter, but they can show up in the real world just like we can sometimes show up in the pocket world. I think that would just be fair. So, yes, we will be writing this in Calico's perspective. And as per usual, I have my formatting down to a science. And then we need an image. We gotta put an image here. We'll put... What do we put? How big do I think the image is gonna be? Sure, we'll go with the Monster Hunter graphic. And then center small placeholder image. Oh, wait. I gave something else a picture. What was it? Oh, I think it was the Knights one. Okay. I'll just fix that. I'll fix that real quick. There we go. Alright, let's just... Alright, perfect. Yeah, that's good. So now I need to become familiar with how these are written. Where is it? Okay. The most recent Beast article I've written is Yosakani crabs. So we'll go here. Got it. Okay. That's definitely break line. And then... Okay. I see. Subheading. Then... I don't see why we won't just copy this formatting here. You just press the button. Okay. Break line. Down to a science. And then heading 3. Got it. And then we'll go ahead and put this here for safekeeping. Alright, yeah, that works. Okay. I'm going to go to the bathroom again. I will be back. Okay. Alright, I'm thinking we write the notes for this, and then I'll call that a stream. That seems right. Okay, so what kind of stuff did we put in the sidebar? Oh yeah, I need the height difference. Got it. I need the size reference. I'm thinking that it's closer to this. We start with combat strategies. Got it. I don't think we do have a... Yeah, no, we don't. We don't have a bonus lore section. Well, I guess that's the main body stuff. And then potential loot. Down to a science. And then we do indent. So I'm just gonna put the justify here and here. Indent here. Indent here. And then this is going to be a parent article. We got to put it under the handbook. Got it. All right. Okay. Perfect. Alright, and I already have a lot of notes and ideas for what I want with Dreadnoughts. Because, you know, it's another Apex Predator, so of course I have all the lore, like, reserved for this. We gotta start off specifying how rare it is. And then we'll just have that so that we have a reference for how big the okay. Alright. What kind of stuff do we talk about? Yeah, we do have a section for appearance, but we don't start with that. I know there's a cool word, there's a cool subheading for this, but for now I'm just going to type insectoid. And here we will describe tunneling and hunting, maybe. No, we'll just put no, wait, I had the word, what is it? Where's the word? No, what is it? What was I gonna type? Daily life. Okay. You'll have okay, I need to explain the vision. So, in D&D, Umber Hulks are already described to have like a bunch of like little tiny hairs. But what I want to go with in my design is like hunters in Halo. So you see how they got the big spines, right? I'm thinking we add a lot more of these, and they're super long. And the vision is that while they're tunneling, these spines are constantly brushing up against the rock, right? So that's what gives them tremor sense. And they have tremor sense. And I'm thinking they don't really rely too much on sight, because why would they? They're in the Underdark. Meaning, ooh, I should write this so I don't forget. Flash bombs. You want to bring flash bombs. You gotta stun it. I'm still wondering if I want to give a variant that has wings. But I feel like there's a point where you gotta ask if it's just like doing too much, you know? Like they already do all of the horrific bug things. Do you also want them to fly? Maybe. No, actually, no. Why would they? They live in caves. They don't need wings. How many of these live together? Do they have a hive? No, that is too much. There's no colony. But then I can't use drones. But I do imagine these like hunting in, at the very least, groups of 2, maybe 3. Alright, maybe I should okay. And I think the vision is that the males do all the burrowing and stuff. Can't forget that. It eats like spiders do. And then maybe... Okay, maybe the play is in this section is where we describe the Neurosia. Because this is like their anatomy description. Like this is talking about like their vibes. And then this is how they act. And then I have an interesting note here that I think I'll put in here. Their anatomy is notably troll-like. Okay, sick. I guess that would be in a bonus lore section. And it's not like I haven't done that before in a Beast article. I know I've done it for goblins and trolls. Ooh. Ooh, outdated formatting. Oh. Oh, it don't look great. Ooh. I gotta ooh. Ooh. Header 2 for everything? Oh, brother. Okay, yeah, that's on the list. How'd I write bees? Okay. Alright, that's doable. Yeah, I use header 2 a lot. I like it. But this is only using header 2. I need the variety. I have it down to a science. Okay, I give Runeclaws a pass because this is an old article. What about strikes? Okay, well at least I was consistent. I was consistent. That's my sign to drink. Okay. Maybe it'd be better to not have a bonus lore section in the Beast articles. But then Goblins and Trolls has the bonus lore section, and it's pretty big. Oh, that's a lot of stuff to just delete. I'd have to move it to the main body. But I also remember that when I was writing this, a lot of this was filler. A lot of this was filler lore, because I didn't yet know the CSS for the moving, scrolling sidebar. So after I wrote so much lore in the main body, and then even, especially with the pictures, I wanted the sidebar to match in length. So then I just started coming up with bonus lore. And that's actually, I think that's why the bonus lore section exists. I think this was the first time I did it, and it was literally filler. Well, this really comes down to character. Would Calico put a bonus lore section, or would he care more about the stuff you need to know? Ranger's Handbook for Beasts and Wildlife. I think he'd just put the stuff you need to know. Also, you can tell how old this is. The subheading is completely original work that isn't based on any D&D DLC. I was still meta. Oh god. Is Shrike still the same subheading? No. Actually, no. With Shrikes, I put it in the excerpt. I said that it was... I basically did the same bit, but for Dauntless. Yeah, maybe I should totally update this. What was I... Why did I come here? Oh, I wanted to know if I wanted a bonus lore section. I don't. Yeah, you know what? Nerosia needs its own section. No, it's too significant. It literally has its own article. So we'll put that here. Okay. What other notes do I have here? That's why, okay, this is why I wanted to know if I should write a bonus lore section. Because the implication with trolls, and then another note here implies, it says here, raises the question of what other beasts could be of troll origin, and if troll could be a possible classification similar to brute-fanged wyvern in Monster Hunter. Like, that's just a style of beasts that I really like. You see it over and over and over again. Like rune claws, shrikes, now dreadnoughts. Well, I guess that's just like natural because I don't have, I don't have like wyverns or dragons. So there's nothing like with wings. Yeah, no, I think this was about it. Oh yeah, and here in potential loot, the Nerosia can be collected. I'm thinking, and I'm thinking if the gas form makes you forget, what happens if you just have it in? Oh, you know what? With the way that I wrote Nerosia in its own article, oh, music's done. Okay. With the way that I wrote Nerosia, it kind of makes it hard to justify this one idea that I had. That maybe you could use it as amnestic to put people to sleep. No, wait, no, that's not. No, amnestic is the SCP thing. Yeah, this is the SCP thing. What's the oh god, now I completely anesthetic? Is that what I? Oh god. Anesthesia. That's what, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Anesthesia. But I guess an amnestic would make more sense. I don't really know how you would like be able to control it. And could you imagine if it was an used for like if you could use it as like anesthesia, like laughing gas right before you get your wisdom teeth taken out. That's what they did with me. But instead of laughing gas, it's, oh, here's the fear toxin. We're gonna we got that gas that Scarecrow uses on Gotham. We're just gonna give you that, and then we're gonna do surgery. This will work. Maybe you can come up with loopholes. Stretch the definition a bit. What if you're doing surgery, you're doing combat surgery, you know, and you don't have anesthesia, and they have to be awake for it? Maybe if you dump enough of the fear toxin into them, it will block out the memory of being awake for surgery. You know, if they don't remember it, does it really mean anything? You know, they don't have the trauma of feeling what that feels like because they don't remember it. It raises philosophical questions. Is pain real if we forget about it? Maybe. It's like when I get an earache or a stuffy nose, and I forget what it was like to not have those things. But while I don't have those things, I never think about the fact that I don't have those things. So it really just seems like, you know, like a couple days later, basically, I got it again. And then I'm sitting here like, oh, I always have it. Many such cases. Okay, well, if this is a bug thing, obviously you can collect the chitin and probably the claw. That'd be a cool item. The claw. I don't know about the blaster. I think that's gonna be a Dreadnought exclusive, just like the gas. Oh yeah, I did also say that, didn't I? In the beginning of the Nerosia article, I say that only they can turn it into a gas. Okay. What the hell is this? No, the brake line is definitely there. Maybe I just have to save again. Nope, it's still there. What happened? Okay, what happened? Maybe if I just retype it. There we go. Yeah, I think, okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Alright. So we have formed the articles, the seeds. We have planted the seeds. We got the species. That's dreadnoughts. We got the shifting maze. That's the location. We had the ethnicity, but it doesn't fit the prompt, so we no longer have the ethnicity. We have the settlement. So that's 3 prompts. We got 3 prompts. How many have I done? I think 3. Yes. That will bring us to 6. And then, when the diamond prompts drop, all I gotta do is 2. And that'll be easy. What's the theme for diamonds? Let's see here. So this one's metamorphosis. Yeah, even in my description here, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be easy. And then tomorrow, oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. All right. That's the one that I didn't really know, and I just spent like paragraphs explaining why I didn't really know. Oh no. That's why we have wildcards. We have wildcards. If anything, I'll do some of the wildcards. I don't even know what kind of prompts are gonna come from tomorrow. It's definitely gonna be time related. Maybe plans for the future. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Future. I should look back. I should look back to see if there's anything else I can do. Oh, I'm just scared. Having looked back at my homework and seeing that the theme was tomorrow, and immediately remembering how rough that was to write for, even just describing the theme, I am scared. A delicious staple found on every dinner table. Like that feels that this is totally easy, but it feels too easy. It feels too generic. If it's a staple, then it's just like a normal thing, right? I don't want to write an article just about bread, you know? Oh, that's like a given. There is totally like that's literally what I said. Like plans for the future. Like that's definitely going to be one of the prompts. Oh yeah, I could still do the garment traditionally associated with a culture. I could still do that. I could still do the ritual related to agriculture. That's I wanted to do something Valkyr related. Maybe this could be related. Maybe this could be related to Muleby. That is funny. Okay. This is an idea. A ritual related to agriculture. Maybe we can relate this to Muleby. We'll just name it agriculture, and we'll make a note. Oh god, what happened? Am I typing too fast for this? Yes, I am. Okay. We're gonna go to article edit. Okay. Easy. Easy clap. All right. I could also do a symbolic building. That's easy. I did like Tynan's suggestion, an animal celebrity. They gotta be an animal, but then why are they a celebrity? Maybe it's just a knight. So like, yeah, it's like some guy who's like really famous, but also he's a dog. I do like that. I'll make a note. I'll make a note of that. Dog. Oh god. Dog night. Okay. Alright, I'm going to assume that this saved. Yep. Alright. Alright, I have done what I have come here to do. I will now be winding downstream. Nope, that combo of words does not work, because now it just seems like I'm floating down a river. Alright, well, thanks everyone watching. Thanks for stopping by as I was writing and rambling and raving, and no, I can't think of any other R words. That's all for now. Have a good night, because it is nighttime for me. It is 11:40 p.m. All right, see ya.